story the 7 Action News investigators have been following for quite a while now. Today, the Judicial Tenure Commission finally began hearing the case against Wayne County Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree. He's accused of having an affair with a woman who had a child support case in his courtroom.
7 Action News investigator Ross Jones spent the day in Ann Arbor where the hearing is being held. Ross, you heard some pretty damaging testimony today in that courtroom.
That we did, Carolyn. Good evening. It was 1 year ago tomorrow that Judge Wade McCree introduced himself to a woman in his courtroom. He said hello, gave her his phone number, and asked her to call him. Well, fast forward to today, that woman took the witness stand against him and may end up sinking his career as a judge. Most of us never heard of Judge Wade McCree until we got this eyeful last year. Well, today we got an earful as the Judicial Tenure Commission began disciplinary hearings against the once respected judge.
Respondent may not think that there's any shame in his game, but the facts and the witnesses in this case will show that he shamed the bench, he shamed the legal profession.
McCree is accused of having a sexual relationship with Janine Lachey Mott, whose child support case was before the judge during their affair. McCree admits to the affair, but says it did not impact how he ruled. Today, Mott recalled when she first met the judge.
Mr. McCree joined into the conversation, and eventually he stepped around to the side of the bench that I was on and gave me his business card.
From there, says Mott, began a months-long affair that included going to lunch and football games, texting back and forth while McCree was on the bench, and more.
Between May and November of 2012, did you engage in sexual conduct with Judge McCree?
Yes, I did.
Numerous times?
Yes.
At least twice at the Westin Hotel?
Yes.
How about Judge McCree's marital home?
Yes.
And yes, inside McCree's chambers, too. The two texted constantly, Mott said, often about the pending child support case. In one exchange, she and McCree discussed incarcerating the father of Mott's child unless he made a $2,500 payment. The relationship continued, and last September, McCree transferred the case to another judge. But by then, Mott says their affair had spanned months. In November, Mott says she told McCree that she was carrying his baby. Today, she's still pregnant, but was evasive when asked by McCree's lawyer if that baby is the judge's.
Are you carrying Wade McCree's baby? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not answering any questions related to my pregnancy.
Minutes later, Mott said she wasn't sure if the baby was McCree's. The judge is also accused of improper bench conduct, texting demeaning comments to Mott about other defendants in his courtroom.
Come on, you're talking about the docket from hell, filled with tatted up, overweight, half English speaking, got to stank, and then you walk in.
And the judge is accused of filing a false report of a felony when he accused Mott of stalking him. Today, prosecutor Kim Worthy took the stand and recalled receiving a phone call from McCree.
And he said that he had been a bad boy. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said that he started a relationship outside of his marriage, that it was very brief, that it didn't mean anything, and that now the woman was claiming to be pregnant and was stalking him.
But Worthy said McCree never told her that that woman was indeed a complaining witness in his courtroom. Worthy said she investigated the allegations and ultimately, Stephen, no charges were ever filed against her.
Ross, did McCree's lawyer offer any kind of glimpse into the strategy that the defense is going to be taking here?
There was some foreshadowing today in opening statements when his lawyer Brian Einhorn said that they're going to call a number of physicians who at one point treated Wade McCree over the last couple of years. At least 2 physicians should be called, and he hinted that the judge was recently diagnosed with a mood disorder, which he suggested might be to blame for at least some of his activity over the last year and a half. Grand total, we expect that they will have 8 witnesses that they will call beginning tomorrow. Today, the JTC rested its case.
All right, Ross Jones reporting live tonight. Thank you for that.